So you got the first episode of the Urban Hippie podcast coming to you from Edmonds, Washington, outside of Seattle. I'm the Urban Hippie. I got a couple childhood friends. My boy B over here, we met in 4th grade.
Yo.
On the football field. His coach actually quit the game because Mike B carried so many motherfuckers that it was considered unfair. Real shit, no. Like 5, 10 yards, 15 yards, like 5 motherfuckers. And so Tyson Tigg jumped on the back on a pile when he was still going forward. And coach called the game, and then I think Kyle Huffman, my pops, recruited him after the game. He came on the basketball team, formed the Breeze. I met his 2 brothers, Devo and Shay. And,
what up?
We got a few firefighters in the building now. And, we grew up together. It's going to be kind of a pilot episode. I'm going to kind of test this out. Obviously, we grew up together and we're familiar, but, eventually I'm going to be interviewing people. I got a podcast tomorrow, which we'll leave as a surprise. And then on Monday, I got the GOAT, Big Walt Jones, coming in. And, we're going to run from there. And, it'll be a learning experience for all of us. But let me introduce B and Devo, childhood friends. I'm glad. I appreciate you guys for doing this, man.
Thanks for having us.
I really do, man. Devo actually put me onto this vision. It's actually his vision if you really think about it. He got the little blog going on Facebook, Pops.
Yep. Yes,
we're not gonna go straight there, but it's a beautiful thing. I'm glad you guys came and did this with me. We got a beautiful setting right here in Edmonds, Washington.
Doesn't get any better than this.
It's a dream of sorts. So I'm gonna let you guys kick it off, man. And we're gonna get rolling and see where the shit takes us. Let's ride the wave.
Yeah. I appreciate you having us out, man. It's a nice setting, of course.
Oh, it's a beautiful setting. It's a beautiful setting. I must say, to start off and hang out in the great atmosphere of Demetri's restaurant is always a great way to start a night off. Just down here on the Edmond waterfront, man, it doesn't get any better than this, catching sunsets and sunrises.
Is there another podcast like this?
No.
I mean, doing it right.
You got to have good at the end of the day, it's like anything else. You have good content.
Yeah,
Your foundation has to be strong. But, it doesn't get much better than this, man.
No.
Everybody comes from different walks of life. And, it's a beautiful thing for us to be here right now.
Most definitely.
I'm about to be 33 years old.
That's
crazy to me.
Yeah,
because I feel as fresh as 18 when I turned it.
Yeah,
I promise.
I have hopes that I feel like that forever.
Are you one of those held back kids?
Yeah, I'm super held back.
You're one of those held back kids.
Yeah, I was sheltered as a kid, and
I understand. I was gonna say, bro, 33. I was gonna say,
my
bro.
dad didn't let me hang out. I went on my first date at 18.
Your boy's turning 32, so you're already 33. I didn't know that about you.
I'm about to be 33. Okay. Not yet, though. I'm still 32. You catching up. Yeah.
33 is a good year, man.
We're playing the long game.
Aged.
We're playing the long game.
33 is a good year.
Let's not go straight into the gematria at 33 yet. We know how that ends.
Mike B, if you get a chance, you hand me that other cup over there?
You don't want that?
No.
It's not the right stuff.
That's the one.
So a little bit of my background, and I did do hopefully if you're following and you're a fan of this, I'll definitely release the little pilot episode I did yesterday with Whiskey Papi, who's he couldn't make it today. He works at Have a Heart in Belltown, #1 dispensary, cannabis dispensary in Washington State. He'll be my co-host for most of these episodes. You guys are familiar with him.
He's a nice guy.
I
like him.
Dope guy. From Texas. Did it the right way. Did it the hard way.
I have no idea who that guy is. I have
Devo's met him.
no idea.
I've met him out at the club.
Whiskey Papi, Sexy Drake. Whiskey Papi, Sexy Drake.
If we're gonna go live,
cool cat.
I'm gonna keep it 100.
And that's why we love you, B. And you're not gonna.
I'm gonna give him 100.
You'll know this podcast is off to the right start when Mike B threatens to beat me up. Yeah. In front of the camera.
Yeah. You want that?
He said in his words, he's gonna drag me out. He's gonna drag me out.
He's requesting that live. Documenting that, Sophia.
I'm trying to get some likes. I'm trying to get some dopamine hits.
I'm just letting you know that happened.
I'm trying to get some dopamine hits.
He said it out of his own mouth.
Trying to get some dopamine hits. That's what we're doing now, right? It's for the clout. That's what the kids say nowadays.
Is that what they're saying now?
That's what they're saying now.
I can't keep up with
I
them.
can't
You
do
know,
it.
6ix9ine out there snitching and shit.
I don't know who 6ix9ine is.
I don't know who that is either.
I just see the headlines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta brush up every once in a while.
Yeah, you do.
you
You
know,
do,
you got-
man.
You gotta see what people are talking about. You gotta know. You know,
It's worth it.
regardless of how you feel about everything, you gotta keep up. You gotta know what's going on in the neighborhood.
Yeah, 6ix9ine's not in the neighborhood. He's nowhere near us. But hey, 6ix9ine, do your thing, man. I hope it's cool.
Yeah. I can't hate.
I can't hate it all, man. I'm not
Shine.
mad. I'm not mad on none of the youngsters, and even if I can't get with it, I always appreciate it for what it is. Because I remember sometimes older cats disrespecting what I was into, and I just, you know, hey, man, in my era, where I'm at right now in my life, this is rocking to me, and this is cool, and I can appreciate that, and I can look at something and be like, you know what, like 6ix9ine, I'm not gonna put you in the whip. You're not getting no play in the lack. But at the same time, it's on it.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, though, like, but I understand another young man trying to get like that.
Yeah, and I'll never wish negativity or no harm on nobody. You know what I mean? It's I definitely believe that you manifest what you put out there, right? I mean, if you manifest positivity, if you put positivity around you, you keep a good circle, you know, you're gonna have a positive life.
Without a doubt.
You know, and
Yeah.
And you know, and obviously we grew up together, you know, so we know each other from back in the day and through our, you know, whatever you want to call it, immature days, you know, growing up days, adolescent days, or whatever it is. But you know, it's a beautiful thing that we can sit here today, man, and do something like this in a setting like this, you know, and promote positivity and shit. You know, it's just dope, man.
Yeah.
It's just dope.
I'm a strong believer in positivity. You know,
Get your
might
script
be.
right.
How do you keep yourself positive throughout the day?
It's a couple of things I think I first do, man. First thing I do is I think the morning time for me.
Isn't the morning so crucial?
Morning time for me is where I just set my mind right.
You kind of set your day, right?
That's real though.
Like on the days that you kick ass, think about your mornings.
It's real though. Hey, you gotta take a little bit of time, bro. Like to focus in.
Yes, sir.
I give me a little music rolling, maybe.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like it really is, bro. It changes my attitude if I come in with that right morning, man,
Yeah,
and set
bro.
myself up for it. It's something about getting your mental right, bro, early on,
Oh,
especially when you got some shit to really handle, right?
When you got some shit to handle, man, on my mornings that I know, like, I'm facing something today.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm taking a good hour and a half, and I'm listening to something very motivational. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm getting my shit right. And any day that I've ever really kicked some serious ass that I could talk about, I've had a good morning routine.
There's a little prep for
There's
it.
a little prep, bro. There's a little over prep for it. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
That's probably the best way to do it for
That's
sure.
real though.
It's hard to get that every morning though.
Well, I think too, like even like little mini, like I think it's you gotta set those routines, which I know you do. Like there's just certain shit that's just specific that I'm gonna get down and do, right?
Yep.
And I feel like some of that shit like tells me that it's game time type shit, right?
For sure. Oh yeah. Yep.
So like even like just rolling over, I know
next to the restaurant,
even
right?
from the coffee to just when I start rolling over the bridge.
Yeah, bro. Once you
guys
see
can
it,
see
once
it.
you roll over and you
Skyline.
see it, and you're like, "Oh, I'm rolling through the city, and I'm about to protect him today."
That's when the shit's tight.
Yes, bro. It is. It is.
That's what I like. I feel like that's the, and then I start looking for a banger.
Yeah.
Give me
yeah.
something right.
What do you listen to? What do you listen to on the way
You
in?
already know a little Cole.
Yeah, bro.
I give me a little
Cole's
Cole, and
nice.
I might even slow me down. I might
slow
even
him
slow me
down
down. And
sometimes.
sometimes I throw a little tribute like that Mike McDonald every
Yeah.
once in a while, just to like, I gotta get that positive attitude sometimes,
Yes,
man, because you
man.
know how it is, bro. Like, sometimes we're not always rolling into positive shit first
No,
thing. So
but
if you come
but if
in
you
with
got that Mike McDonald taking it to the street to start off, hey,
how can you go wrong?
how's my day gonna be fucked up? We're taking it to the fucking street.
I feel
Excuse
that.
my language.
No, it's
but
real.
I
It's
don't
real
know.
though.
Yeah, man, I do the same thing. I do the exact same thing, and I believe in that shit, man. I really do. I think that you can have some great days if you set yourself up for it in the morning. You can do some great things,
Yeah.
and sometimes just the difference of getting up with that mindset, you could tackle the world. You're kind of ready for some other shit. You
Yeah.
kind of, if you get up dragging ass on some later shit, which I do, I'm extremely guilty of, bro.
Or even negative.
Yeah.
Because for me, I do, like, sometimes I catch myself, man, like, the morning time is a negative time for me naturally. I
Yeah.
have to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I wake up sometimes and I'm a little negative about shit, and then I have to, like, hold on, man, look around you. You know what I mean? I kind of got to check myself sometimes in the morning and do that. But I've started doing that, like, because I made myself do it.
Yeah.
Before I'd always be like, what the fuck is wrong with you earlier today? You know what I mean? Like, and I did. I was in morning times, just for some reason, just like that.
check.
Yeah.
So this Urban Hippie Part 2. We got C that joined us in the building tonight. Another fellow firefighter.
What up?
Another one of the boys. I was out of the room when we left off earlier, but I'll just throw it to the table, man. Hey, again, appreciate you guys being here. Like I said, it's a learning experience for me. I got to get my interview game up. So I appreciate you guys coming here and doing this with me. So I'm gonna let you guys take the field, man. What do you guys want to talk about?
You want me to give you some journalism lessons?
No. Not at all.
Sure?
But let's hear what you guys say. Because I know you're gonna. I know. Even though you don't look it, you're intelligent.
What you need to do is, if I don't look it, if what you need to do is you need to just have at least like a base of questions that you need to start it off with. You have to spark it off with questions. People aren't going to start just talking about themselves naturally. So you have to ask people
I'm going to take some Devo shit. And so on a scale of 1 to 10, how's your day going today?
There you go.
And again, we cover this, but Devo kind of put me onto the podcast thing. And so I appreciate you putting me on this journey, man.
That's a perfect one. And that was
Appreciate
given to me by the man that originally said that. Thank you, Mike B. Because Mike B, that was his idea.
Shit, I wouldn't have thrown that out there if I known
that was his idea.
Max, all around the world.
All around the world.
It's okay. A lot of motherfuckers don't know, but now you do.
Yeah.
Well, I love you too, B.
On a 1 to 10, I feel like I normally have about a fucking 8 to 9. I like to reserve a 10, but I usually when I lay down, I think, God, I'm fucking lucky I'm not that guy, I feel pretty good about it.
I'm lucky I'm not that guy.
Like bottom line. And it comes down to it, fuck, I'll take it, man,
Yeah, no doubt.
What about you, C? 1 to 10, how we doing?
Man, I'm 10. I feel
There
like
we
I
go.
just got to go every day as 10, man. I feel
That's
like
what I like to say, man.
I'm a 10 and I had a good day.
Hey, live it to the fullest.
I'm
You
here.
never know, man.
I
I almost
don't.
got hit by a bus in Brazil.
I'm telling you, man.
So I
you
know
never
how fragile it
Hey,
is.
I'm here. I'm just happy to be here, man. So 10.
Yeah.
Shit, I got shit to do.
See,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm a 7 type of motherfucker.
Hey, I feel it.
Because you know what? I'm gonna reserve something for another day.
I feel it, man.
Right?
I feel it.
I'm a 7 type.
I feel it.
How about you, Mitch?
Oh, I'm 10 all day, baby. And the first time you asked me there, I said 10 too. Every day's a 10.
10.
Even if it's not, it's a 10.
Yeah.
Because if it's not, you got me. Like everything, you got to take something positive from something. You have to. So
How can
every
you?
day's a
How
10.
can you if every day is 10?
Every day's a 10.
Every day that
positive.
I wake up and I'm living good and I'm doing what I want to do. That shit is
Check.
10.
Junk check. Quick junk check.
You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
feel like I'm good. I'm in good position, man, to do good things, great things.
I feel it. I like that.
For me, but that's for me. That's not. For
I just
everybody.
like to think about it out. That there's a better one coming.
No, I feel it, man.
Right?
Yeah.
It leaves me a little something to grind for.
I understand.
I don't know. I think if it depends on the amount of effort I have to give, then definitely I'll change my number. Because there's a sacrifice I give in a 10. You know what I mean? But if it's about how I'm feeling, nigga, like I said, I'm happy I'm not that dude. Bro.
Every day's a 10.
Yeah, I'm up there. I like to reserve something too. I do 8, 9.
There's a couple 11s in there. The asterisk though.
See,
the
then
asterisk.
Now you're
Outliers.
jumping off, but I like that because there is
Hey,
no boundary.
come on, hey, you guys know about me. I'm not coming out of the closet today, but
Yeah.
I'm not coming out of the closet today.
Yeah.
You can think what you want. I got the flowers and everything. I don't give a fuck.
You do it.
Yeah. When in doubt, go fuck yourself. So, I've been meaning to ask this question. So we've all traveled, right? I think there's a certain style to Pacific Northwest guys, especially from Seattle. How would you guys explain it? Because I live in San Diego now, and it's bro central. It's fraternity bros from all over the country that have congregated in that one area, and they kick it, and they're kicking it, and they're loud, and they're out there.
Yeah.
Do they know they're called bros? Do you think they realize that?
They embrace it.
They embrace it.
Yeah,
they're bros.
they
Okay,
embrace
I
it.
understand.
So I feel like we got an eclectic, dope culture up here, especially among men up here. Because it is. I don't give a fuck. It's we won't go there. But it's diverse. It's diverse up here. We're knowledgeable.
Yeah.
we're open. And I think we have a good beat on reality.
I feel like it's just what you said. It's diverse, and I feel like that's why we're lucky. It's because of the diversity in the city, right? Right?
Diversity.
Like it is.
Yes.
It is because of the diversity.
All
in the
about
city.
inclusion.
It's all it is. You know, we're lucky that we have people from
Sacrifice.
all different kind of cultures and ethnics and socioeconomic situations, right? Like that gives us the range in which we can learn from.
It's very important to be empathetic to these situations. You put yourself in other people's shoes, man.
It is, and
You
I
know
feel
what I'm
like
saying?
most
Compassion.
people in the compassion.
I think the
Compassion
most
about
important thing is making sure that you have compassion for
Yes.
others.
No doubt.
Making sure that you're reaching out,
Yes.
being available.
Do you know what compassion takes, Mike B? It takes courage.
Courage.
You know, and
Completely.
it takes courage.
Mental toughness.
The toughness. The strength.
there. Servant leader.
Well,
Provide. Lead.
Yeah,
lead,
delegate task.
All those
integrity,
things. Integrity.
effective service as well.
Don't forget that.
Effective service, man.
Yeah, no, for real though. I think that is the difference. But I'll be honest, like I haven't traveled that much, and the little bit
Maintain a
that I
healthy
have traveled,
lifestyle.
I enjoy everywhere I've gone.
Yeah, true.
Because I kind of respect whatever they have going on. And like even like the bros thing, like I can get into the bros thing. You know what I mean? I can go to Boston and wear the salmon shorts and like wear the little shoes and be like, cool, man, we're in Beantown. This is what we do out here.
Yeah.
I can do that, man. Whatever.
We
You
follow
know.
the community.
Let me just I'm gonna assimilate into this situation and be happy that I'm with it. Like Diego is a dope place though.
I love San Diego, man.
San Diego's a dope
My
I
place.
favorite
haven't
cities
spent a
of
lot
all
of
time.
time. I haven't spent a lot of time.
Man,
I've
we should have
done
went.
like
Come
a
hang
weekend.
out, B.
Hey, we should have went and played in that basketball tournament down there in San Diego for that.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta
Yeah.
admit, bro, I was one of the backouts on that because shit got ugly, bro.
Hey, I understand, man.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like I'm gonna keep it real. See, you start talking about costing me thousands of dollars to go play basketball.
well, what we should have done. What we should have done.
Let's not say it on live. We
Yeah.
know what we should have done.
Bro, we
For
could have
thousands of
found
dollars.
a way. We could have found a way to do it
You
cheap.
keep
But
it
once
within
we made
15. You keep me within 15. Tell me and you and all these boys could go down for 15.
it, we could probably do it for a couple $100.
Yes,
If it really came down
but
to
for
it.
15 though, we could go down and shine
In the mic.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be, and they know it's not.
Yeah.
Flowers.
Flower child.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it a little more expensive when you got the whole family.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I got 3 on the way. Come on.
It happens.
That's another ticket.
It happens to the best of us. See.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. But that it would be dope. I think it still would be dope if we do that.
I'm down. You already know. We gotta keep it. Hey.
I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about. Dago? We going Dago? Is that what we're talking
San Diego's
about?
nice, man. San Diego's nice.
San
Damn.
Diego's
Like,
nice,
hey,
man.
come on. My sister got the spot on the beach. Come
Yeah,
on.
it's a nice city, man.
That's
Com-
Ocean,
it'll
that's Ocean
accommodate
Beach,
everybody.
right?
Mission Beach. Mission Beach.
Oh, I thought it was.
I live by
Beach.
Ocean Beach.
See,
OB.
that's why I
Shout
thought
out OB.
Yeah.
Shout out OB.
I was just listening to that
Where
dude.
Pacific
that-
Beach? Where Pacific Beach at compared to that?
It goes OB, and then you go across the little canal, and then it's Mission Beach, Pacific Beach. Mission Beach, Pacific Beach is the same thing, just two
okay.
different, south and north.
Where they got like the shore club and stuff like that. What is that?
Shore Club is where you go when you don't have some fun if you're a young college like type student.
Shore club.
College
huh?
bar.
Yeah,
College
shore
bar.
club.
College
man.
bar.
Yeah, that was
College
that was a good place down there, man.
bar. Yeah, college bar. For
You heard
sure.
the nigga Larry June Ocean Beach song? Hey, this nigga Larry June is lit right here. Is this shit coming through clean right here?
He's playing. Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is some clean shit.
It's
This
so
is
much
what
better
I'm
with the
saying.
headphones on too, though. I'm glad we figured that out.
That's a nice little beat, though. But no, think about that, because when we were down there, that shit was dope. San Diego is dope, and I only probably spent a weekend down there. But I don't know, man. It's a clean ass city.
Yeah, San Diego's nice. The weather is off the hook, man.
People are friendly.
The people are friendly. It's the best zoo. No bullshit. That's
Hey.
the best zoo I've ever seen in my life.
And I went to the safari. There's a safari park
Yeah.
where they're like literally like out in the open, and it's
was
like
cool.
it's like free range. It's free range. Like they're not in like.
Which
I mean, there are cages and stuff, but like the predominant part of it is like a reserve. Like it's a massive reserve, like over like a couple like rolling hillsides.
What you feel about SeaWorld?
Oh, I don't fuck with SeaWorld.
You don't fuck with it?
That. No,
I've never seen it. You
SeaWorld.
seen it
Don't-
when you were
don't-
younger?
No, I ain't seen it. I never.
I've
seen
been
it.
there. I've been to SeaWorld a few times.
Yeah, I feel a
that-
certain way about them big ass
But-
whales swimming in a little swimming pool, man. Like, come
Yeah.
on, man. Let's be.
I mean, think about how
Pool's
big the
up.
parking lot is versus where the pool is.
Hey, you guys have dogs?
Yeah, I got a dog, man.
Come on now. Have you been to Sophia Huffins?
All right, I'm just saying, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Everyone contains animals. Animals are being contained, man. Shit
Yeah,
happens.
you right.
It does, like, sometimes, like, when you go to certain zoos and you see a big ass animal, like,
like,
contained,
damn,
it's
bro.
like, dang, this
Bro,
dude could be
when
doing
we saw the
anything.
tiger, when
You know what I
we
mean?
saw
Like,
the
if you
tiger-
see, like, an eagle that can't really, like, get down and be an eagle, I'm like, ah.
just
But at the
one.
same time, I'm like, damn, it is kind of dope to see that
kinda
eagle right
cool.
there. I'm happy the kids
It's
can
just
see the
one,
eagle.
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Bro, when we
And
went
the
to
eagle would snatch a motherfucker up if he had to.
I love
If it was between you and that eagle would not.
that eagle, bro. When we got to in Bellingham, when we had Bandit and shit. Remember Bandit, little Jack Russell Terrier?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, out there, bro. We'd have to be worried about him out there when he was little. I remember when we first got him, my mom was worried about it. When he was little, running around the lawn and shit, because, you know, there's eagles up there. I mean, all types of eagles, hawks. I mean,
No
he that was prey. As a little one, you know, because you always get in the run. You always get in the
Eagle will
run.
pick a motherfucker up.
Come on.
Big
You
ass
pick off the
animal,
weak.
bro. It's an impressive animal.
It's just, that's just a life thing.
Fucking eagle, man.
Eagle, man. That's crazy.
Like,
Yeah.
I was looking out in my backyard the other day. I was eating fucking breakfast. This is
eagle.
no bullshit. I'm eating breakfast yesterday. Look in the back. Look at this shit.
No way.
I
Don't tell
see
me you
this-
saw Death Shot.
I see this eagle, man.
No, you didn't.
Yes, it is. I'm eating breakfast and I'm back there and I look back
Look
and I
at
see
this
this
shit.
huge eagle, bro. That's just like right in that back little green belt.
You got
And he
a
has
bald
something
eagle
big,
just
bro.
Feeding on something.
He has something big though. Like I seen a huge. That's
You
a
got
pretty
that.
big
You got
vertebrae.
birds playing in the background
Yes,
and shit.
bro. You
bro.
already know I was up there. I turned my seat and like sipped my coffee with my pinky out watching that, bro.
And the other birds don't even fuck with the eagles, huh?
There's
They-
hella
No,
crows
you
back
don't,
there.
no. Eagles
Crows
top of
will-
the food chain. That's top of the
but
pyramid.
crows
bro.
will run them off eventually.
So
but I
this
know
top of
is
the
this
pyramid.
pure live footage.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, come on.
This is in the backyard.
It's
I haven't even seen it, I
Geo.
know.
It's like Nat Geo
This
right
is
now.
Nat Geo.
Bro, this motherfucker's eating something.
Yeah, bro. And he was back there.
Look
Mike,
at him. He's picking at some shit.
And he's
I
looking
ate-
up like,
Look at
who's
him
coming for me?
picking. That
I
shit's big,
recorded
bro.
that.
Look at the way that thing's moving.
I
Probably
recorded
like a
that,
rabbit
but
or
I
something.
ate my breakfast at the
Look at the way
same
that
time.
body's moving. He got something.
That shit took me at least 15, 20 minutes while I ate my breakfast, and this motherfucker was grubbing
Hell
the whole
yeah,
time.
that thing's big.
And there's hella crows back there. See, there is. And these crows usually run off a lot of big birds. I see them back there running off hawks and shit like
Yeah.
that. But, hey, and when he was eating, and I've seen him run off eagles too. When he was eating, they wasn't fucking with him.
They
They were
wasn't
all
fucking
up in the
with
trees. You see them all over the place.
They was watching.
Bro, that motherfucker was big. I
Yeah.
wouldn't fuck with him.
No, they wasn't fucking with him, man.
I wouldn't fuck with him. An eagle is the size of a fucking dog.
Yeah.
But when it
I'd
does
murder him
this,
with my bare hands. So
yeah, if you had to.
yeah.
If you had to, how far up in the animal kingdom do you think you could do that? Because most animals are pretty savage. But like, what point do you
Wildcats.
think?
I mean, what animal
Scary.
isn't savage?
Bears. I don't
Yeah,
know.
bear
I
can get
couldn't.
you.
I can't
Yeah.
handle
Maybe
that.
like a,
How
what about
big
a
of a
big
bear?
cougar?
No.
Fucking cougar.
Well, but
Cougar
that dude
big.
took
You
down
got
the
a
cougar.
chance.
That
You got a
dude took down the
chance.
cougar not too long ago.
Any-
Yeah, he
any
did.
He
weapons?
said it was a baby though, and he
Oh,
had
no,
no
that was
weapons. He had a
that was
stick.
like a cub, bro.
But
That was like,
still,
like a-
son, my
I'm
bare
not- no,
hands. I'm a bad
I'm-
man.
I'm not hating.
He took rocks. He
But-
just got to see. Hey,
Well, all right. So yes, I agree.
I'll choke somebody out, son.
I'm,
I'll
I
choke.
love you,
somebody-
B.
I'll
I'm
choke
so
somebody
glad
out.
you're here.
I'll choke
I'm
out.
so glad you're here.
I'll choke.
Hey,
If me,
I
if
appreciate, I appreciate both
if
you
a
guys for
cougar
being
were
here,
to
but I
attack
especially
me
appreciate you being here.
and fully go for my throat and go for the kill, bro, I feel like I got this. I gotta. If I get him here,
Yeah, you might have to take
If,
him.
if he, yeah, bro, I'm
Yeah.
eating that. That's not.
Yeah.
Those aren't kill shots.
No.
I got to keep the mouth off me, right?
Yeah, you're
So
gonna
I'm
bleed
going
a
for-
little bit, but I feel you.
I think I could get.
I don't know how big of a cougar. Cause like
They have to be. I mean, cougars can be a couple $100, right?
It depends on the situation,
Nah.
though. See,
It
right?
was-
If he gets the
it
sneak
was like
shot
it was
on
like
me,
it was
see, if
it
he
was
gets
like
the
it was like
sneak shot
60,
on me,
70 pounds.
we're talking different. If he's on the
I don't say
back-
that disrespectfully.
Yeah.
I'm just
That's
saying, if I
60,
get
70
good
pounds.
live look at him, bro, and I got good hands,
Yeah. You know what's crazy is like the average dog, not the average dog. I don't know what dog average is, but most people's dogs are bigger than a fucking cougar, right?
I'm not scared of dogs.
That's what I mean, and that's what we were talking about earlier. Dogs might be the smartest motherfucking animal on the planet because of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a dog wanted to, they could probably fuck a lot of shit up, but they're just like,
Not
I'm
orca,
gonna chill.
Just feed me, motherfucker.
Just feed me, dog.
Hey,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
pick
I'm
that
just
shit
You
up.
know what I mean?
Hey,
Dogs
man,
are strong,
hey,
man.
pick that, and they're smart, bro.
They're
Think
smart.
about it. They're living the best life ever.
Yes.
They don't have to work. They don't have to do nothing.
They figured it out.
Orca.
Orca.
Best life ever, bro. 70%. You get to roam 70% of the 70% of what we know is Earth, and
What
you
are
get
they
to be the
riding
top of the
through?
food chain, and you know you're the top of the food chain.
Yeah, until the motherfuckers start taking on your food.
An orca whale is the top of the food chain on 70% of Earth.
Nah,
That's the baddest animal.
Except for
on
the
the planet.
fact that we're just murdering them.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
they-
we are.
and everything they
Okay.
eat.
Fair.
Yeah.
Like, niggas,
Fair.
Yeah.
How many orcas are there
almost
left? Is
they
it like
going down,
There's,
man?
Yeah, they
there's
are.
enough to go see them out here in the Puget Sound.
We're
Yeah, I
killing all
believe
their
it.
main
Right there.
We're killing
They-
all their main food sources.
Yeah,
taking
we're
all
fucking
the
them up.
fish.
we gotta take care of the water, baby?
I
Take care of the water,
I mean-
man. It's
I mean,
It's 2019, man.
We gotta take care of the water, right? It's essential,
Yeah.
It is
Metri.
essential to life.
I agree. Get on that alkaline
is-
diet.
This is sponsored by Fiji water.
Fiji water.
If the nip shit had to make you know,
Fiji
Dr.
water. Like I
Sebi,
said,
get on that alkaline diet.
drink your Fiji.
Alkaline diet. No, it ain't even about Fiji. It's
right.
about drinking. So down in San Diego, literally across the street, I got a water store and they sell alkaline water.
Yep.
You feel the difference, Meech? You feel like
Yeah, bro, I really do. I really do.
What are you drinking right now? You tap water from Washington.
Yeah, I'm drinking a bunch of pharmaceuticals, a bunch of hormone drugs. Well, you know, let's not get into it.
They got you all jacked up.
That's why I feel great, and I got these flowers on my head.
Yeah, it's good. You know, when it comes to that, the alkali and all that.
Alkaline. Just because it's alkaline doesn't mean it's good though. The source of alkaline matters. All bottled water is not a good source of alkaline because most of it is like sodium derived. You have to have I mean, so the water store, like, this is dope ass water, and my sister was down there for like 5 years, and I just put her on like 2 months ago, and she's like, and the first time she tasted it, and she's like, because she's vegan, you know, she's all natural, like doesn't drink shit other than water all day. She drank the shit, and she's like, what is this? Oh, this is from the OB water store, like right across the street. And she said, what is that? Oh, you've been here 7 years, or 7 years. I was like, you don't know what that is? And she's like, no. And I, you know, she was on, but it's like, I mean, we're talking about over $100,000 piece of equipment, just filtering the water, just filtering all the fluoride
I know
out.
about it.
Yeah, just filtering all the fluoride out. And then
I've got the
actually, the
science.
alkaline part is really simple. It's cheap.
Shout out to JG.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, no, you put the alkaline diet, Dr. Sebi, you know.
JG will give you
I
the
like
science.
I like Dr. Sebi, man.
So
I
who
thought he
knew
was a really
about
smart-
Dr. Sebi before the nip shit?
I did, bro, because I've been listening to
did.
Nipsey
Before
for as long as he's been really spit. I've been listening to it since Bullets Got No Names. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But
No,
Dr.
I mean,
Sebi,
Nip's West Coast.
I like Dr. CB, and I thought what he did was special. But at the same time, like, if you're giving me health information and you're smoking a cigarette in my face, we only listening to so much. It's like Mike B
Was
said.
Dr. Sebi
don't-
smoking a cigarette?
Yes, he was
Was
smoking,
he?
and he was burning tree. You know what I mean?
Alright, yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, there's just
But
You can
wouldn't,
only give me-
but wouldn't you smoke some cigarettes and burn some tree if you were just cured yourself of AIDS and any heart disease?
Speak knowledge.
no, not if I was giving out.
If I just
health
cured myself of
advice.
some crazy shit, I'd be smoking some cigarettes and burning some
No,
weed too.
no,
and I don't
but you're
smoke
giving out
cigarettes.
health advice.
If you're giving out, if you walk into
No,
your
he's talking about
doctor-
curing diseases.
Yeah, but then
Yes.
he's also
He's not giving health.
out
He's
Yeah, he
talking about how to
did.
cure
He
disease.
gave
No,
out
I
health
think it
advice.
matters to
Bro,
like
he
your
went to the
ethos,
Supreme
Meech.
Court. The United States the United States government, the Supreme Court took him to trial, to because he was claiming he cleared all this shit, and he beat it. Like, that's crazy, bro.
I know, but that
I don't give a
doesn't
fuck
make-
what you say or how
that
you spin
doesn't
it.
make-
but
How
it's
many
crazy.
people did he cure of AIDS?
He brought
How many
13 there
people?
in court.
How many people did he cure of
I
AIDS?
have no
like,
idea. I don't
documented?
know.
Which
But he
could be
brought 13
cool.
to court, and they
wasn't-
let him go.
And I didn't want to down him. What he did was probably
Who else is
dope
taking the
stuff.
United States
Hell,
government to the Supreme Court and beat him? Not a
There's
lot
been
of
a
people.
few.
That's a
There's
short
probably been
list.
quite a
Doesn't
bit.
make everything
And Dr.
you
Sebi
say-
did it claiming he
you
could
say,
cure
right.
AIDS and all that shit. And I'm not even getting into it. 'cause
Yeah, no. I'm just saying. I'm talking about
But
just
that's crazy,
personally.
bro.
You gotta
Just
take that
personally.
thing off your
That's
Like
crazy.
if you talk to me
it's an
about
alkaline diet.
if you're talking to me about an alkaline diet, you got to be.
So
When you talk about drinking
so
water,
deep
you're
in
drinking a
that. Deep in-
mojito. I'm
deep
gonna
in
be
that,
like,
though.
nigga, I'm only listening to
I don't
so
see
much
mojitos
you're
down
saying.
here.
You know what I
don't see
mean?
them
I'm
like
only listening to so much you're saying, which I think he's probably a hell intelligent person for sure. But to get that information across, I'm not gonna be like, hey man, you know what's really,
Well, I
really
will.
good for your heart
I'll
and
do
your
that,
lungs?
Dr.
That's
I'm not
no one's
smoking
gonna listen to
cigarettes.
you.
I'm not
You're
smoking
gonna
cigarettes, but I'll
respect
burn
I'm
that
just
weed.
saying, I'm not gonna listen. I'm gonna be like, hey bro,
That's
you're
fine.
destroying your lungs
Well, I'll
as
tell
you
you like
speak.
I'll tell you like this.
I don't know.
So be, even,
I don't wanna-
so
rest
you
in
take
peace.
it
I don't
deeper.
wanna talk
So you
bad
take
on
it
him.
deeper than that. So the concept of what he was saying is if it's not naturally derived from Earth, then your body doesn't accept it. Now it doesn't mean that your body doesn't have reactions
probably
to
agree
it.
with that.
Like foreign, anything foreign to your body, there's gonna be a reaction. And there's gonna be a chain of events, right? But at the end of the day, chemically, biologically, if it's not derived from the Earth, your body doesn't accept it.
Yeah.
So you're throwing some shit in there. It's like getting shot with a 22. It's gonna go in there and bounce around.
I don't know. I don't get that comparison. That was
20. I don't know.
I
That's
get
how
it.
I know it.
But I
get
know,
it.
but I do know. I think SeaWorld probably has the cleanest diet of anybody I know. You know what I mean? And he eats. And he's
How
like,
long did you
strict
give
with
up
it.
meat? See,
It's
you gotta get closer. See,
it's been 8 months now, man.
You know what I mean? Like that's like discipline,
What do you
right?
eat? What do you eating, C?
I did vegan for.
Hold
a
on,
month.
I asked Cameron a question.
All right. Thanks, Dick.
Man, honestly, I just eat. I use a lot of salads, sweet potatoes. You know, just vegetables. I eat everything just out
Hey,
of meat.
sweet potatoes are fire.
No meat.
I just don't no meat. I
You
just
eliminated it.
I eat everything.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no meat, man. But there's a lot of good meals out there, man. That
Sweet potatoes, that one.
sweet
Yeah.
potatoes good. A lot of beans, like all types of different beans, vegetables. I don't know, fruits.
Yep.
Just everything, man.
No seafoods?
Nothing. No meat.
None.
So if I have a dude come up to me and he looks like Zero and he's like, "Hey man, I feel fucking great. My day's a 10." You know what I mean? This is my diet. This is how it makes me feel. I'm
Hey,
gonna
give me
listen
some of
to
that
him.
Fiji water to
Yeah,
drink.
I'm gonna listen to him.
Yeah,
Right? I'm
yeah.
gonna be like, "Oh, you can give me some advice right now."
Yeah.
Because you're living that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's kind of what I mean on the other point of it. But yeah, no, see, bro, you got a real disciplined diet, bro. And I feel like that's what you do. You're real natty with it. I've been trying to do better with it and not eat as much meat like in every single meal.
Yeah.
But I just go in waves, bro. There's
Yeah.
just sometimes where I'm like, I'm gonna kill an 8-piece.
Yeah. No, you gotta do
You
what
know
you
what I
gotta do,
mean?
man. That shit ain't for like
Yeah.
it's not for everybody. Like
If I
everybody do
was
their own
out-
shit.
If I was out in
No, I'm with
nature,
you, Debo.
If I was out in nature, I'd be hunting down meat every day.
Hey, you got that's
Yeah.
what you gotta do, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
I'd find them deep sea road.
Hey, I put myself in your shoes and see
Yeah.
where you're coming from, man, and you know, and try to understand where you come from might be,
I'd
and
be
try to get to
finding
know
them.
you on a personal level.
Get
I'd
him,
be
see?
finding them, see. You know what though, for real though, like wifey has got me on some before. You know, when I was younger, bro, I was anti-veggie,
Yeah.
and I have, bro. Like it's
Like,
opened
you're
my,
eating fantastic.
it's bro.
You're eating
It's opened my
fantastic,
stuff up
bro.
to another
Yes.
level, and I have noticed the difference in everything.
Yes.
Without
Short
it.
is making that shit. in
Yes,
there, bro.
she's strict.
Oh.
I noticed because when I go in and I try to cook and stuff, I'm super bland with everything in
Yep.
comparison to most people. I look at some of the stuff people put in, I'm like, bro, you know how much butter you just put in that?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like some of that stuff, I'm like, hey, are you trying to kill us tonight, bro?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Of course it tastes
you
good.
need 8 cups of cream
Yeah.
tonight?
Yeah. Of
What-
course it tastes good. It was 8 fucking cubes of butter in there.
Like, you know,
I was
stuff
wondering
like
why
that.
it was delicious.
How do you handle? How do you handle that as far as in the house in the firehouse? That's a tough one.
It is, and you know,
Isn't it?
it's tough because you know everybody likes, like a lot of guys, like, you know, they want to eat steak and pork chops and, you know,
That's what I made last shift.
yeah, beef cheeks and
Yeah.
fucking, you know, but pork shoulder.
Yeah.
But
I do that.
it is what
pork
it is. That's
too.
cool. That's what they want to eat, and I'm like, cool. I'll just do my own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like you do you. I'm gonna do me tonight, and that's pretty much how it is on our shift now. It's just like everybody just does their own thing.
Yeah. If you cook, what do you cook for it? What do you put down for it? Like if you were to cook, because if you cook, you're gonna cook what you're gonna eat,
Yeah.
right? So like, what's a meal that you would cook? Like no. Meal
Yeah,
at
like
the
on
firehouse?
OT, I feel you on your shift, but what about like you go to an OT shift, you just be like, no, I'm out on the cook, I'll just eat what I'm gonna eat,
You know, honestly, just because I'm making some good money, I just throw in
Throw
20
it
and just
down.
say, fuck it, man, I don't care.
and then eat your own thing.
Yeah, just do my own thing. Just
Make
do
it
you
work.
here you do your thing, and just, you know, guys appreciate that. They, you know, they're not
Yeah,
tripping.
they're not tripping, bro.
So, you know, and I just do my own thing, man. But when I'm cooking out, to make it simple, I can just eat any kind of salads, man, rice and
Yeah.
beans, just simple stuff,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I don't know, and I'm not
That's
vegan,
you,
so
and you
I'll
can
throw
cook
some
that
cheese.
for cheap. You can cook
Yeah.
that for cheap in the
For
firehouse
cheap,
too.
yeah, for cheap.
For
I like.
sure.
There's like different things. Like this thing called farro salad that I eat a lot, and it's just like a grain, and it just has cranberries, and I'm not getting into this shit, but it's just
Yeah, it's just dope,
simple
see?
shit, man.
Yeah,
It's just, you know,
yeah,
Yeah, man, that's
Yeah.
life, man.
you
yeah,
know?
man. So you
Hey,
live
well,
to-
I know a lot. A cat that I trust is, you know, since he started really getting into like medicine
Me?
and stuff like that. Actually studied some shit. He told me that like meat is like the source to clogging all fucking arteries, basically, right? Like, and
Mucus.
he said it's just, you
Dr.
know,
Sebi is mucus.
it is
There's
the
one
worst
that
thing.
actually I'm glad you brought that up because that's how Dr. Sebi proved it.
Why we just got me? We just got me?
Oh,
Okay.
No, I was gonna go look for the charger, but no, that's how Dr. Sebi proved it. And that's actually how he did it because the cause of all disease is mucus. back to the root form of what it is causing it is a mucus clog. It's just mucus buildup, and that's actually how he proved it. That's exactly what he proved. Is when you're not in an alkaline state, your body is producing mucus, and your mucus is what clogs your arteries and all that bullshit. And yeah.
At the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you and your family.
Take care of the kids.
Take care of the kids, man.
Come on. Take care of your kids, man.
That's it. That's it,
man.
Love yours.
Love you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, man. Take care of your kids.
Come on. I mean, where we want to go now? Devo.
Mitri, this is your podcast. Give me something. What do you think? Tell me where to go.
So let's talk about what you got going on, Devo. I mean,
what do you mean?
I mean, if you don't want to get into firefighting, I mean, what about the pop stuff you got going?
Man, I think we got a good thing.
I think we got a good thing going. I think that's dope.
Yeah.
Tell us about it, Devo.
With it, man.
Because I'm all for it. And I think we should promote. I think we should make that as I truthfully think we should make that its own podcast.
Yeah,
I really do. I really do.
I think it eventually will get there. I think it's just the space right now, really.
Well, first of all, tell us what it is.
Yeah, it's just a space right now. All it really is just like a Facebook group, man. And it's just a space where it's a bunch of really good fathers that can sit around and chop it up and get some knowledge and kind of learn about being a dad. And it's anybody that's doing the dad role. You know, it's not just dudes. It's ladies that are doing the dad role. It's grandparents that are doing the dad role. I just feel like the more diverse we are in that situation, the more we can learn, and it will better us, right?
No, absolutely.
And
right.
So for
the
right now,
the greater the sample pool, the more of experience you're gonna get.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I feel like it's been extremely positive, man.
I think it's been dope.
Yeah,
and I kind of throw in there some curveballs in there every once in a while. I won't go out of the closet deep, but. Yeah, I like throwing some curveballs in there, because at the end of the day you got to think, and I think that's the dope thing about this platform is you got people in there that there are some good individuals, because a lot of it, I think the dope thing is a good actually now probably a small percentage of us is like our group of friends, and that's what's crazy to me is how many people it just spawned off to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because like the majority, I don't know about you guys, maybe you guys know all those people, but I don't know 95% of those people, and I think that's the dopest part.
Yeah,
of course you can tell the crazy shit you want.
What do you want to talk about, B?
No, I'm just saying.
I mean,
you don't know
95%
of them, so you don't have to say any crazy shit. I'm just saying.
Talk about, B?
I'm just saying you don't know them, so you can say whatever you want.
I would say I don't know the whole percentage of the group or what percentage of the group I know, but it's probably a larger percentage of it because it is a lot of people that I was close to and that I knew were fathers of us, at least when I originally
I think that's how it started out. But now, I mean, how many people you got?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I bet you have at least 250.
Yeah,
minimum.
I haven't really checked the numbers, and I'm not really thinking about the numbers because
the numbers don't matter. But when did you start it though? How long? When did you start it?
It was probably about a month ago now.
You know what I mean? But I mean, you think about that. Like in 30 days, you had 250 fathers join your group. Like
yeah, man. I think we're
people
pushing something really positive
like
there.
Maybe not literally, but like people pay money to get groups like that because that's an authentic group. That's not no bot group. That's an authentic group of 250 people that somebody's gonna pay you to advertise to.
Yeah,
maybe not 250, but as you build it,
I didn't have,
and that's not even maybe the intention.
Yeah, no,
right?
I didn't have none of that.
But you have to understand the power, and actually, who I learned that from is Kevin Hart.
There's power.
When the Sony shit came out, I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but when the Sony emails came out, and they were talking shit about Kevin Hart because Kevin Hart was basically like, look, you guys are already paying me less than you pay most people, and you want me to go promote. All this shit for free on my social media. On my social, and his point was social media platforms. Yeah. And what Kevin was doing was he was saying, look, I'm doing everything you asked me to do. I'm going everywhere you want me to go, every radio show, TV show, all that shit. But what I'm not gonna do is over promote to the extent that you want me to for this movie when you're not paying me to on my social platforms because that's my social platform, right? This is my real estate. This is this is my resource, right?
Right.
And that's a value.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? And that shit changed the game. And
when you got millions and millions of people and you influence all these people,
that influences sales. Yes. And at the end of the day, these places know.
Right.
And and shit like that to me is dope.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, take ownership. If you build something, don't fuck. I'm not saying you can't give away.
This is the only difference. This is the only difference with that is that I didn't feel like the value in that was in the compensation. I feel like the value in that was really in the experience because it's something that I'm looking.
I mean,
for.
this is when he was more. I mean, this is when he was
you know
further in his career too.
And I'm not Kevin
Hart
Hart either. You know what I mean? Like I'm just a regular ass dude. And that's really what I think that spot's good for.
But it's true. You don't have to be. You know, I guess my point is you don't have to be famous. You know, but when you do establish something, you know, you have to take ownership for it. And at the end of the day, we live in a capitalist society. And at the end of the day, you got most people at some point in life is going to have a family to feed. And you have to understand how to build something and then take advantage of it. You know what I mean?
But what if your family's fed already?
Well,
how much does your family need to eat?
Teach wrong. I think. There you go. I think whatever it is that makes you happy, then that's what you should do.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And at the end of the day, the one thing you should, if any decision you make, is this gonna make me happy? And if it is, then you should do it. And if there are exceptions to that for greater good, sure.
You know, I believe in that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I believe in that.
Yeah, and I think this is one of the dope reasons. And this is actually why I'm glad this is the group that ended up being the first one. Because I mean, we grew up together, and like I said, I mean, we have a dope perspective on life. You know, I mean, where all of us come from, different backgrounds and shit. You know, I think one of the true things in life is you are who you surround yourself with, right? And, you know, and I'm happy to say I'm surrounding myself with guys like you. You know, like real shit. You know, I think people are honestly gonna, you know, not to get corny, but you know, people are gonna take some good shit from this because we're gonna be able to put knowledge. Not saying we know everything, right? You know, you're forever learning to the day you die. Mm-hmm. But you know, the young people are gonna learn this and. You know, and we all got seeds in this life.
I am young, bro. I'm young. I don't know what you're talking
about. Well, you're a special case.
I'm a young cat.
You're a special case. You're a special case.
I'm a young cat.
And a beautiful special.
Come on, you know what? We the young. Give us some knowledge. Give us some knowledge.
Give us some knowledge. I know you're riding a wave right now, so give us some knowledge, baby.
You're not riding a wave, bro.
Come on,
B. It's just me doing.
You don't ride waves? I ride waves.
B&B.
I'm a San Diego beach surfer. I'm a San Diego beach surfer. Give us some knowledge, B. Come on. No. Don't take the subject, B. Give us some knowledge. B. Oh, actually, I do have a question for you, B.
Okay.
And actually, you know, since I thought of the podcast, I meant to ask you this.
You should.
So, as a dean of students,
okay, he's going.
How did that go, bro? Like, what did you learn from that? How's that experience? And this,
hold up, train.
This is how it happened.
Think about it.
You didn't hear that?
You didn't hear it?
My dude, C. Rosendahl just hit me up, man.
Who Craig? What's Craig talking about? Is he here?
Craig trying to get out.
Tell
I think,
Craig
man.
come through here, man. What are you talking about? Hey, Metri, I appreciate you, man. This is a dope little setup. If you ever in your life.